Hello Pisces, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Cassandra. I am the witch, author, poet, and performer of Magic of Eden. I am in immense gratitude for you coming on to my YouTube channel to do or get your reading done. And for those of you that are returning, hey family, welcome back to your sacred space, to the sacred garden. I'm always excited and honored to be in your space. And I'm going to go ahead and pray while we shuffle the cards, because for whatever reason, I feel the need to say a prayer also over the cards, not just for us. So Divine, I thank you so much for being in our sacred space and for your divine love and your protection. We beseech your protection, and we also beseech your love so that we may be protected as we immerse ourselves into this tarot reading. I would like to thank you so much for allowing me to be the conduit, the divine messenger, and the intuitive that relays any messages that Pisces needs to hear. That's with the intention that Pisces has a mind of discernment and a heart of openness so that they may receive the messages meant for them and that they will discard what they do not need. I set the intention that everything that comes through be for the highest and greatest good. I call upon our ancestors, angels, beings of light, who want the best for our highest and our greatest good, and any benevolent energies that want to aid us in our journey, who want the best for us. And without you, without our guides, without all of our spiritual team, what would this human experience be? Thank you so much for granting us your wisdom and your love to help us throughout this time. It is so. Okay, so the first thing that I was hearing for you, Pisces, was things just kind of falling into your lap, no matter what they are. They could be things that are favorable. They could be things that are that you see that are unfavorable, that you feel are unfavorable. But there's this vibe of shit just kind of falling into your lap here, like out of nowhere, like shit happening out of nowhere. It seems random, but it's truly like all of it is divine, really. Uh-oh, I didn't do our normal shuffle. Let me go ahead and do that. I just heard someone say, shh, be quiet. I'm trying to listen to the reading. I don't know if someone's thinking that or is feeling that, or like if that's a message for going into this quiet place to focus. Now, I'm not saying this because this is what's associated with your sign, but what I'm hearing is like ADD or ADHD or something like that. I feel like you guys are just a highly sensitive group of intuitive people who are super fucking creative, who can do a whole bunch of shit that other people can't do. And I feel that maybe this is your sign to start embracing that more and honoring it as a strength versus the weakness. It's not your fault that this world could be, that people in this world could be very limiting in their perspectives. And it's not your fault that, you know, you were born into a space where people like you are not honored. It's not your fault. And you shouldn't have to limit yourself just because someone else doesn't understand you. And that's something that, yeah, embrace your differences. There's something very similar. Well, it's kind of similar to Aquarius, but in this instance, it's just the fact that some people just don't know how to take you, and they don't know how to, quote unquote, deal with you because of how unique you are. And that's not your fault. Wow, King of Cups is the first card to show face here. Ooh, I love, that was so dope. I like that. I love that for you, actually. Okay, but we don't really know exactly where this is going, though. At least I don't know exactly where this is going. But that's the only card that showed up. So the King of Cups is that one card that, and this is the way that I like to describe the King of Cups. Sorry about moving the camera. So the King of Cups is that card to me that symbolizes this divine masculine energy, right? And this is the energy where you come up to him and he's, you know, smoking out of a pipe, or he's peeling back an apple, or he's eating fruit or something with his pocket knife, and he's always got this pocket knife with him. And he has like this beautiful grandfather or father-like energy where you know for a fact that when you go up to this person, when you go to that energy, you're going to get some type of wisdom from this person, whether it be through like an anecdote, life experience. They tell you the cold truth, but in a way that's accepting. It's to the point where it's like, wait, did you just insult me? Or like, did you just say this? And they just look at you, but it's out of love because they don't deliver the message in a very aggressive way. That's the message, or not message, but, or it could be the message for you. That's the vibe that I'm getting, that I always get with the King of Cups, no matter what it is. Well, for the most part, I should say. And I feel like with the King of Cups coming out, being the first card to show face here, it's this emotional stability and this emotional maturity that you're being called to have. Also, in the background, you may hear some noises, and I do apologize ahead of time because my family, obviously, we're all under the same roof, and I have 4 boys, 2 biological, 2 stepchildren, and also a partner, obviously. So things do get very noisy. Also, I have a 2-year-old who's going to be 3, so you guys know how kids are. They are just loud sometimes, for the most part. So basically, yes, with the King of Cups being the first card to show up here, this to me is an immediate message of emotional maturity and being able did you hear this in the background? That could have been what I picked up on. I don't know. But anyway, so with the King of Cups coming out, again, as the first card, it's this initial need for emotional maturity. And I feel like you could be in a space in your life where you're being called to be this kind of energy. It's like, oh, I'm hearing to be grounded in your emotions. Be grounded in your emotions, and even when things start to get overwhelming for you, remember to breathe. Remember to tap into your ability to be emotionally stable by grounding yourself through meditation, through some form of art. You may be someone who likes to draw specifically. I'm picking up on charcoal drawings or some type of like pencil drawings. It's like grounding yourself through art and making sure that when things get overwhelming for you, that you lean on that to be your saving grace, because you can articulate yourself in a way that you could through art that you couldn't linguistically. So, or express yourself in a way through art that you would have had trouble with communicating linguistically. So there's this need to communicate through arts and crafts versus through words or spoken word. You may not be much of a poet, or you may not feel like you're much of a poet, but then again, you might be a singer, or you might like to express yourself through song form as well, which song form is a form of poetry. It's just, you know, with music and like your vocals and things of that nature. I just heard something about having a vocal coach or getting a vocal coach. You could be called to sing your song right now. Like, it feels like you're singing your song. I just heard the word daffodil. You might want to research look up the symbolism of the daffodil, and I am hearing daffodil. Like, that's coming up very specifically. You also do have the 9 of, what is that called? I'm sorry. The 9 of Pentacles is coming up here. I'm going to look up the symbolism of the daffodil for you and see the reason why that's coming out, but we'll figure it out along the way. But yes, I definitely did hear something about getting singing lessons. I'm not saying you can't sing, but vocal coach. Vocal coach is coming through. Or like going to art, something dealing with like art school. Yep, I definitely do feel that coming through for you. Also, a freelance artistry, it's coming through here with the Ace of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles. Like, it really does feel that way. The freelance artist. You're not a starving artist. You're a freelance artist. Why am I not getting any more? You know what? I'm not going to force it. These are the cards that are coming out for you. We're going to leave it. Okay. So moving forward, what I feel... Okay, I don't know what those are, but they fell, so we're going to go with it. Okay, we're going to leave these 4 mystery cards here. Also, by the way, Spirit told me that... Not told me, but your cards came... Yeah, like I got a downloaded message to pull 5 cards for you for each. So, yeah. So that this is 15 cards here that we're going to be pulling after. I know it seems like a lot, but we can definitely condense the message, or we can do what we got to do. All right, so basically, yeah, with those cards coming out here, it really does feel like you may have your hands full with a lot of things here. What's coming through for you, Pisces, is the fact that you may have a lot of projects that you're juggling right now. And it's like, yo, like, what do I do? Because there's so much that I can choose from. There's so much for me to do right now. And it's this overwhelming sense of happiness in this, but it's also one of those things where you have to call in help. I feel like when things do again get, or you may be someone that has to pull a lot of strings, because you may be someone who's like the filmer, you may be the producer, you may be the storyline writer, you may be the poet, you may be the artist, you know, you may do the website design. Like, there's so many different hats that you wear, and it's exciting, but then it's like, damn, like, I need a bit more help because it feels like overwhelming. Like, that's the vibe that I'm getting with you guys. I feel like with the Nine of Pentacles here and with the Ace of Pentacles, there is something being planted that you want to see come to fruition. And the only way you're going to be able to do that is by sharing your art more. Pisces, I feel like this is you sharing your art and you getting through life and healing also through art. Like, that's what this feels like. I know that you might hear that a lot, but if you are, then yeah, then there's a message in that. Also, we have the Three of Cups here, and we also have the Eight of Wands in reverse here. I feel like this is a call for you to kind of slow down and really connect with your friendships, connect with all the things that you connect with, the people who have your best interest at heart, and connect with those who see you for you, and also connect with those that want to rejoice with you. I don't know why, but I feel like with this is enjoyment. Like, I'm hearing the word enjoyment. I don't see anything unfavorable happening with you guys right now. I think you're in a space in your life where Spirit is asking you to slow down and enjoy it. Slow down, listen to the song, put that song on replay, go on a road trip, play some music. I'm seeing someone with a car, and then they've got the luggages, they've got their partner, they got the luggage on top of the car, and they're just going, and they're heading down at sunset. They're, you know, it's a night drive. You know, I'm hearing something about the word camping. It's this enjoyment and being around the people that you love, that you can spend time with, you can spend money with, you can just unravel and be yourself. Like, you don't have to constantly exert or force this energy. It's nothing that you force. It's just something that you enjoy. Like, I really feel a sense of enjoyment. We have the Five of Swords in reverse here. We also have the Justice in reverse here. We also have the Tower card in reverse here. And we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. Wow, interesting that we have all of those cards in reverse, because what I feel like is that this is one of those things where the Queen of Cups is being supported here. There's something that she went through emotionally that I feel the King of Cups is picking up on, is helping her carry the load, or helping it carry the load. And I think this is a time where anything that you felt was unfair is coming forth. And I just heard those that are prosecuted or the prosecuted. Someone is being prosecuted under the radar. Someone is being held responsible or liable for something. And this is something that you can also rejoice with. Give me 1 second, Pisces. I'll be right back. They're really loud. Hang on 1 second. Okay, Pisces, I apologize about that. I had to go quiet everyone down for a minute because everyone was getting kind of rowdy. Well, all the kids were, at least. So now moving forward back into the reading, I really do feel like there's this sense of harvest also that's coming through. I feel that, Pisces, you're on your way to starting to reap some kind of reward. And the reason I say that, and not just reward, but everything that you've been putting out, I see it coming back to you, and I see it multiplying. With this Ace of Pentacles here and with this Nine of Pentacles here, I feel like what was the start of something is now coming to a point where it's you're starting to be asked, or you're going to be asked, okay, now that we've gotten this far, what am I going to do with these earnings? What am I going to do? Am I going to splurge again? Am I going to go on another vacation? Or am I going to invest it into something that's going to reap me even more rewards, or that's going to be even more rewarding? I definitely do see that happening for you. I do see you guys needing to release some things from the past, though. Some of the things that I do feel like you guys are releasing have to do with situations with other people where you felt defeated. I feel like all this, in any point in time where you felt defeated, where you felt like things did not go your way, where you felt emotionally ignored or invalidated, I do see you letting these things go. And if you are not letting them go, Spirit is asking you to do so now, because you don't want to bring that energy into the life that you're creating for yourself. Pisces, I really do see very beautiful things happening for you, including your ability to slow down and you learning how to not silence your mind, but you learning how to sort through the noise and you being a lot more grounded. I would suggest that you talk to a friend who was like Capricorn energy or Virgo energy, who was your opposite Virgo energy, and maybe even Taurus, specifically Capricorn and Virgo, or someone who embodies those traits, who's very grounded. Talk to them. They're very practical and they can help you make sense of things, but they can also help to ground you. I don't know why for you Pisces, I do see you reconnecting with a Capricorn friend that you may have, I'm hearing that you may have ghosted, or that you may have just, you know, kind of fell off with. I see reconnections happening there. And if not, what I do see is that you're making peace with what happened between you and said person, and just kind of letting things be and letting things ride, if that makes sense. Like, it almost feels like, Pisces, you're coming to terms with a lot of things. Also, Pisces, what I'm hearing is that you are being called to ask yourself, what was your role in something that happened between you and another? And you're also being called, of course you would get the High Priestess. You are also being called to really revisit and ask yourself, what could you have done better? And also ask yourself, what could this person have done better? I'm hearing, okay, one of the things that I'm going to let you know right now, if you're new here, I don't like to sugarcoat anything in my readings. I will say it with respect, but I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. But I'm also not going to be disrespectful. And respectfully, what is coming through is your ability to really be mature and emotionally mature about where you could, again, where you could have done things better. What are you responsible for? Right? And I feel like this is the Six of Swords coming through. And Six of Swords points to our ability to move on past certain situations that happen in our mental, where we move past the defeat. So the fact that you have the Seven of Swords in reverse, well, the Five of Swords, excuse me, in reverse here, you are moving past the defeat. You are moving past defeating mindsets, defeating thoughts and things of that nature. And I really do see you moving forward and moving into a space where you just feel more vibrant. You feel more happy. You feel more free flowing. You feel more connected. You feel more embraced. You feel more like you're embracing your tribe more. Like, there's something so significant about you meeting, and like, I don't know why I'm hearing like a meetup with like a group of friends. Like, this feels like a night out, like a party. I see Six of Cups. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like, situations of the past, or like former friendships and relationships. I feel like I see you guys releasing those and like letting those things go. These things may be coming up for you. And it's funny because we're on the fall equinox today, or the fall equinox, and this is the last day of Virgo season, and we're approaching Libra season, which is interesting because it's the balance of shadow and light. And I also feel like you're in a space where these things may be being revealed to you so that you can let them go and or accept these things and or implement them again into your life in order to bring wholeness and balance to you. For yourself, but also for the sake of having more harmonious friendships and relationships. So I'm not surprised to see the fact that you do have the Three of Cups here. I don't know why I feel like past friendships are coming through for you, Pisces. Past friendships, past relationships. Coming to terms with those things, letting them go. There's something that you set intention for that is already worked out. Five of Wands, old fights, old quarrels, let them go. Yep. And then the last two cards here is that you have the King of Wands in reverse and also the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Page of Pentacles in reverse points to, it's like one of those things that, first and foremost, a Page of Pentacles is all about that initial thought process. Like, what did you plan? Like, what did you see? Like what were your plans? This to me looks like a changing of plans, and it also looks like a reestablishment of something. I can't help but feel like anything that was in the past, your past is coming back through here. There's a lot of things that you're letting go of, Pisces. I really think that you should I feel like you should follow your intuition on this one. Trust your gut, Pisces, and know that there are so many beautiful things that are ahead of you, but you have to let go and make peace with the past first. Because if you don't, you can run the risk of tainting whatever it is that you're getting yourself into. And you want to make sure that you protect the things that you are manifesting by not allowing the past to infiltrate, is what I'm hearing. To let the past infiltrate or imprison you, or even infect or dirty, right? Whatever it is that you call in that is clean, that is of God, that is of your highest best. You want to keep that clean, and the way that you keep that clean is by letting the past be the past and forgiving yourself and others. Lover's card here, connections, main male, poverty, adjudication, and despair. Why does this damn adjudication card keep coming through? It's interesting because the adjudication card points to something coming to like a final decision. There's a final decision of something being made, and I feel like, yeah, whatever happened in this past relationship or this past whatever it is, I feel like Spirit is asking you to make those final decisions. Like, whatever it may be for you, Pisces, make the final decisions. But make them from a space of maturity, emotional maturity. If it hurt you, say that, sit with that, feel it all. And let's not fall into the pattern of escapism. Because when you continuously escape something, you can find yourself right back into poverty. And poverty in this instance doesn't necessarily just look like a fit, like a home. You may have come from poverty, and what it looks like truly though is it feels more emotional than anything. Now the Lover's card, the main male here, this could have been a relationship with someone who was masculine. I also feel that with the despair card, it's the act of, and I'm hearing the word memories. Oh shit, that's interesting because memories, we have the bone collector. That makes so much sense. You have one here and then you have one here. I feel like with this, the bone collector is a combination or culmination of all things that have come to pass. And when you go back into these memories, what do you see? Also, bone collector, don't hold on to things that you don't need to. There may have been a main male of your past that was like a past lover who maybe you went through a lot of pain with, like you went through like a lot of suffering with. There's something about forgiving them because you did not forgive them yet. There's something about forgiving that individual or that masculine energy that you had an affair with, that you had a relationship with, you guys had some form of bond. It's time for you to let go of those connections. Let go of old and past connections that do not serve you for the sake of protecting what you're calling in this beautiful life that you have ahead of you. You have Bone Collector, you have Wizard of Awareness, you have Balancing Act, and then you have Deep Freeze. With these 5 cards here, what this feels like is that if you do feel like you're in a space where you just can't move, or where you feel debilitated is the word coming through, debilitated or handicapped or whatever, it's meant for you to sit down right now and really think and reflect on what has been. Pisces, what's coming up a lot is your past. Like your past just keeps coming up. You have to face the past. And by facing the past, you are facing your shadow, and you are facing the things that you don't talk about on the surface. You are at a standstill, and the reason is because you have to go back, because there's things that you need to release, there's things that you need to, let go of, there's things that you need to purge and banish and speak out loud, release those. I see you guys putting those in a letter or in a note, burning those things. Maybe this looks like actual ritual for you, especially because the High Priestess is here. The High Priestess makes you see yourself. I feel like right now you're in a space where you are really in a space where you're called to really see yourself for truly who you are, without the rose-colored glasses, without the goggles. You see yourself very clearly. You may be someone that wears glasses. I feel like right now you're being called to fix your vision, and you do that by peering into the darkness and you really asking yourself, what did I do? This is meant to help you raise awareness, and it's not anything for you to judge, for you to be ashamed of. You did the best that you could, but because for some of you guys, you were moving from a space of immaturity, and it's because of how much you haven't learned or how much you haven't expressed. Now you're being called to show more emotional maturity with these people or with this person or what have you, so for the sake of bringing balance. And you are in a space where you're standing still, where you're in this state of freeze, so that you can't move anywhere, so that you are forced again to see what has happened, so that you can prevent these things from manifesting again. You're changing your actions, changing your behavior. Like you're doing things a lot differently to make sure that this outcome is a lot better for you. This, to me right now, for me, what I'm picking up on is a state of reflection. You are in the dark right now, and it's okay that you are, because you are going to come out of it and it will be successful. I'm not kidding. You also do have here gentle gardener. Be graceful with yourself and be very gentle with yourself right now, because I feel like the more harsh you are, you can fall into this pit of despair easily, and you can fuck up everything, because some of you guys be moving with your emotions, and that's exactly the reason why y'all be coming out here feeling like how, you know, you're feeling with all these really huge, big, you know, emotions. You don't want to throw any temper tantrums. Now, you do have uncertainty here. You have family, you have strength, prosperity, and protection. I feel that now will be a very good time for you to surround yourself with people who truly do love you, who can be your rock, who can be your backbone, but who also are very unbiased and also who are not immature. If you surround yourself by people who are immature, some of you guys can adopt that kind of energy, and you don't need that. You don't want that, because that's exactly what got you in the place that you were to begin with anyway, Pisces. Remember, also, I feel like there's strength in friendships, there's strength in family, there's strength in this supportive group. There is a group that is here to support you. And honestly, remember, if it is the honest truth, let it be the honest truth. Let's try not to control it. Let's not try to escape from that. There is no running, there is no escaping. You are meant to face what is going on right now, Pisces. Pisces, you are being led to face the past. You have to confront the past. By you going into the past, you are going back to your past self, seeing what did you go through, or what were you feeling, right, that caused you to do or to commit these acts, or you're going back to see what happened to you that you can heal from. So Pisces, you are going back into the past. The past is coming to you so that you can observe, evaluate, and release. Observe, evaluate, and release. Those are the 3 words for you, Pisces. All right. I hope that this reading helped you. And if there's nothing else that, oh, wait, psych. Wait. Hang on. Let's do this one. I almost forgot. I cannot forget. Okay. All right. Okay. I have to pull that card. So you have this card here. You have this one. Okay. You have the public card here. You have the fish. You have travel, and you have luck. All right, let's go ahead and pull 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see how many more cards come through with this one. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, several cards came out. Oh, shoot. Oh, hang on, you guys. Sorry about that. All right, so you have... All right, the park, the fish, the two boats, or the 2 ships actually, the luck card, the dog, which is loyalty, the snake, and the choices card. It's almost like one of those. I feel like with these cards that are coming out here, I feel like there's a lot of movement. Like a lot of traveling, like a lot of movement, a lot of something that's on the move. And I feel like everything that is happening right now is, obviously it is for your highest and your greatest good, but I feel that some of you guys didn't make the best choices in the past. Like I genuinely feel like some of you guys did not make the best choices in the past. That's my youngest son in the background. I'm so sorry. The fact that, yeah, the snake and the choice card, I just feel like you may have this is what you're leaving behind. Like, you're leaving this energy behind. And I think that when you let go of these things, when you come to terms with those things, and when you speak up for yourself and show up for yourself, I feel that you'll reach, I don't want to say you'll get luck, but you'll be in a space, at the right place, at the right time to discover this right thing that will stick with you in the long run. That is what I feel for you. Take the message as it resonates. Also, be open to loving and kindness from a mother figure. They are there to help you. And also be open to pleasant surprises, and also to invitations somewhere. I think that you guys are going to be invited to a party sooner or later. Go have fun, hang out with your friends, be very careful. Watch out for sharp objects. Watch out for vases. That's weird. Watch out for knives. Just be very careful with sharp objects. Also, Sleeping Beauty's coming through when she pricked her finger on that needle and then she fell into a very deep sleep. Just be very careful. about sharp objects right now, and just, you know, make sure that you're not carrying anything sharp. I'm also hearing for you to put down the pipe, like, but not like pipe. It's more like the vapor. Put down the vapor, because that's doing harm to your lungs if you vape. Like, Spirit is asking you to put that down because you got to pay more attention to that. All right. If there's nothing else that I can help you with, Pisces, I would like to invite you to visit me online at CassandraTurner.com. I do have oils, I do have candles, and also herbs and all those other things you can use to work your magic and to set your intentions and to keep up with your spiritual hygiene. I'm also going to be offering more of those items in the future, which I'm in the process of taking care of now. And you guys can also visit me online at, I'm sorry, not online. You guys can also visit me over on my Instagram at Cassandra. You guys can visit me on Instagram at Magic of Eden. And if there's nothing else that I can help you with, I appreciate love you, and I will catch you in my next video.